Hi, I'm Sterling, and you're here to learn a little bit of American English with me. And I was working with a student the other day who ran across some verbs that were not exactly clear. And uh, after I explained them to me, he asked me to write a little something to put them in context that would help him to remember what these words actually mean. So let me give you the list of words first. Don't stop now because there's something more interesting coming after this list of words. But here are the words that you're going to hear in the story: gathered, amused, harassed, annoyed, hammered, assumed, degraded, challenged, flashed, impressed, soaked, pinched, a tight spot, a mob, boiling blood, keeping a lid on it. Okay. I wrote this story because I had some experience. I worked for a number of years delivering packages in my own van. So I had some interesting encounters with people along the way. So this is something that I can imagine could have happened to me. It was a strange scene indeed. A mob was gathered on the pier, but I had no idea why they were there. I just had to get by the roadblock they had set up across the entrance to the industrial area because I had a delivery to make. I was working at my delivery job. I just assumed that the crowd meant nothing and that I would be able to pass through without an incident. I really was not in the mood to be challenged. I just wanted to do my job without annoying anyone. But these people apparently were already annoyed about something. Anyway, I reached the roadblock and I rolled down my window with a smile and I flashed my delivery identification at the guy who came to the door of my truck. Hi, I have a delivery in here in warehouse number 3. And the man looked at me incredulously. I don't fucking believe this, man. What's the big idea of flashing a badge at me? He said arrogantly. I'm not impressed by the badge. Well, that was the wrong thing to say to me because I pack. I carry concealed. But I kept smiling, even though my blood was beginning to boil. I really had no idea why they were blocking the road, and I really didn't care either. Apparently, it was a demonstration about something that I had no connection with. It was not necessary to harass me or to harass anyone not involved in their cause. So I was not amused. In fact, I felt quite the opposite. I mean, what did this guy think? Why did he think that it was necessary to insult me? I don't take well to being degraded. But I kept a lid on it, even though my blood was already boiling. Okay, man, have it your way. Every action has its consequences. And then I did what I had to do in a pinch like this. I felt like I was in a tight spot. So I had to do what I did next. I slowly reached into my jacket and I deliberately and menacingly pulled out my weapon, my Super Soaker 3000 assault squirt gun with 10-gallon capacity. I didn't aim it at anyone yet. I just showed it to them. And I said in my best Clint Eastwood voice, if you don't move this roadblock, somebody is going to get real wet. I mean soaked. Do you get my drift? And the man was taken back immediately. He had a hammer in his hand, like he was going to attack my truck. But when he saw the super soaker, he thought I was just joking. So he continued to raise his hammer like he was going to bash the side of my truck. And another one of the protesters hollered out, "Look out, he has a squirt gun." That's when I actually pulled the trigger of the super soaker. And it was true. It was true what I had said. Somebody was going to get wet. The crowd looked on in horror as they watched me get the man wetter and wetter and wetter until he was finally soaked, drenched, dripping in water. And then the rest of the crowd reacted as I expected they would. They divided up into groups and they started removing the roadblocks. And they all looked at the very wet man, and obviously they really regretted having challenged me. Hope that helps you learn some vocabulary, remember some words. If you didn't know what some of those words meant, maybe you got it out of the context. Keep watching my channel, subscribe to it, join my Facebook group, take English instruction from me. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.